Hi everybody! So I hope everyone's doing really well at home. I thought I would share another recipe with you today. So I tested some stuff this week and I wanted to do something that was super simple and required just a couple ingredients that you may already have at home. So you don't have to worry about getting anything extra in your next grocery store run or order. So what I'm gonna do today is, have you ever had those muffins from Starbucks, the blueberry ones that have that really delicious crumble on the top? They're my favorite. So what we're gonna do today is kind of put a little twist on making them. So what I did is at home I had a box of muffin mix, and it could be any kind of muffin mix. I have lemon, poppy seed right now. You could have blueberry, you could have cinnamon, you could have cran orange, whatever you want. Then what I'm gonna do is take some sugar, flour, and butter, and we're gonna make that crumble to go on top of it, bake it in the oven, and it is delicious. So if you're up for something fun and easy, let's get started. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is take my butter spray and spray down my baking sheet. I'm using a muffin tin with really big muffin holders because I like it when my muffins are extra big as opposed to a little bit tinier, like little cupcakes. So if you have it, I suggest you use it. I think they're more delicious. If not, smaller ones are great too. Okay, so this recipe calls for 3/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix it in with the batter, and we're gonna get started. Have our muffin mix. That's gonna go in. And then it asks for 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. So I like to just get right down here so you can see, perfect, how much is going in. Because when you're level, you know it is. If you're holding it and moving it, it's not always quite right. And then a 3 water, and then 2 eggs. 1, 2, and we'll mix that up. You see all the poppy seeds. I love it. I think that the lemon poppy seed muffin is such a fun muffin. I don't know why, but it's one of my favorites. Into the greased baking sheet, or muffin pan. Just been filling them up almost a little bit over half. So 1, 2, it's always like a skill to not get the muffin mix on the pan, but it always happens. Ooh, I'm making a mess. And let's see if we can fill the last one. It's okay if you make a mess, you can always clean it up. Okay, so this muffin recipe asks me to bake it at 425. So what I'm gonna do, because the crumble is gonna burn if I do it at 425, is put them in for a little bit, cook them halfway, and then add the crumble and lower the temperature. I have my flour, and my sugar, and my butter. So I'm going to open my butter up. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know that that's where I'm gonna cut it. Mine got a little soft while I was preparing, and that's okay, but it does recommend having solid or cold butter when you do this. And I kind of put it in chunks because it's gonna be easier to work with. And if it's directly cold from the fridge, you're gonna probably need a knife, not a fork, to do all this. And now you can start mixing it up with a fork by smushing. Truthfully, the best way to do it is just get in there with your hands and start mixing. Because my muffin recipe called for $4.25 for the muffins, and this crumble recipe calls for $3.25. So what I'm doing is I'm baking the muffins halfway first, and then I'm gonna lower the temperature and then put the crumble on and pop it all back in the oven, because you don't want the crumble to burn, and it might. So take a look at what I have. It is really soft and fluffy, and you just sprinkle it on those muffins. It's gonna be amazing. It smells so good so far. Okay, so the muffins are halfway done, and they did rise a little bit. I'm gonna just take the crumble and just attack the muffins with it. Okay, let's take a look at how the muffins came out of the oven. Ooh, looking good. So again, if you have a muffin mix that'll cook at a lower temperature, it's probably better. Or just cook it at a lower temperature for a little bit longer, because my crumble is a little bit crispy. You want yours to be a little bit softer. But either way, it's still delicious. So enjoy and have a great weekend. Shabbat Shalom.